before Avicii dropped hits like Levels, Hey Brother, and Wake Me Up. Before becoming the first DJ to headline at Radio City Music Hall in New York City, and in the same year earning a Grammy nomination for his collaboration with David Guetta on the song Sunshine.
Being here at the Grammys, you've been through this before. You were nominated in what, 2013?
I think it was 13, yeah.
13
I did
for
twice,
Levels.
2 years, yeah. I think it was 12,
Twice, okay.
12 and 13, I think, yeah.
Okay.
Before he tragically passed away in Oman on April 21st, 2018 at the tender age of 28. Avicii grew up surrounded by entertainers, with his mother being a popular actress in Sweden. He fell in love with EDM as a teenager, and inspired by a visit to a club his brother worked at, as well as the music of artists like Daft Punk, he began making songs while still in high school. After connecting with a manager via Facebook, Avicii realized he might actually be able to make a career in the music industry, and after just a few short years, he was one of the most popular EDM artists in the world. But the lifestyle of a DJ didn't suit him. Struggles with alcohol and recurring health problems would interfere with his tours, and eventually he would stop performing live altogether. He was just entering a new phase of his career, focusing on what he loved most, when the news broke about his life being cut tragically short.
We just found out that Avicii, the famous DJ, has passed away sadly at the age of 28.
The Swedish DJ Avicii, who is one of the world's biggest dance music stars, has died in Oman at the age of 28.
I'm Michael McCrudden, documenting the life and career of Avicii prior to his tragic passing, here for you on Before They Were Gone. Now, at the time of this recording, the news of Avicii's passing is still very raw, so please feel free to leave your thoughts and your prayers for his loved ones in the comments down below.
I think I was always I was too young to feel, I felt like everything was kind of new. I was never in it for too long, so I could relax and feel like, oh, this is bullshit. It's never like that.
Tim Bergling was born on September 8th, 1989 in Stockholm, Sweden, to father Claes Bergling and mother Anki Lydden. Now, Tim actually grew up around the entertainment industry. His mother is an award-winning Swedish actress who has appeared in more than 50 films and TV shows since the 1970s. He also had 3 siblings, his brother David, his sister Linda, and his half-brother Anton. Now, Tim was just 16 years old when he first downloaded beat-making software, but it wasn't until the following year that he developed a serious passion for making music. His brother worked at a nightclub in Stockholm, and it was after visiting that club that Tim decided to set up a MySpace page so he could promote his music. It was while doing that he settled on a stage name. One of his first tracks on MySpace was Sound of Now, which was first uploaded in 2007. At the time, Avicii was a big fan of the French duo Daft Punk, and would soon come to count them as a musical influence, along with Swedish House Mafia. He also stayed seriously connected to the EDM scene online, and was a member of laid-back Luke forums, and this would help lead to his sudden ascent in the music industry. Avicii's music caught the ear of Iranian-born manager and producer Arash Pournouri, and Arash reached out to Avicii through Facebook, and they would soon meet up. This was the moment when Avicii realized that he could actually make a career out of his music, and Arash, well, he had a clear plan to make it happen, Avicii later recalled. He started saying these things like, I'm gonna make you the biggest artist, we're gonna get there in 2 years. Sure enough, Arash's promise would be fulfilled, but it would take a little longer than 2 years. Still just 17 years old, Avicii linked his first deal in 2007 and began to release music under the name Avicii, as well as Tim Berg and Tom Hanks. He would release a long string of remixes throughout 2008 and 2009, as well as singles Muja, Ryu, Even, and Break the Floor. His first EP, Muja, was released on April 15, 2009 through the label Vicious Grooves. While pumping out music at a voracious speed, he also began to perform live at the age of 18. His first DJ gig was at Club Louie in Miami, while he would eventually come to perform for crowds of thousands. In his early days, some of his shows would be as small as just 10 people, and that may have been for the best, because performing live was a skill he had to develop over time. He said of learning the world of being a DJ, technically there's nothing hard about it, what's hard is getting a feeling of the crowd, and learning how a crowd differs in different parts of the world. In 2010, Avicii dropped Bomb, and as Tom Hanks, he released Insomnia with Star Killers, Pimp Rockers, and Mirko Machiavelli. Next came Bromance, which was certified gold by BEA and charted in Sweden and the Netherlands, even hitting #1 in Belgium. He would follow this up with a collaboration with Sebastian Drums called My Feelings for You, which charted in 6 European countries. He would then be certified platinum by GLF with the song Seek Bromance. More hits followed in 2011, including Tweet It, Street Dancer, Blessed, and Fade into Darkness. Another track he released that same year was Sunshine, a collaboration with David Guetta that was nominated for a Grammy. But his biggest hit to date would be Levels, featuring a vocal sample from soul singer Etta James. This would be his first single to chart in the US, it would also be his first #1 hit in Sweden, and his first to be certified platinum by RIAA. It would also garner him another Grammy nomination.
Like I didn't really have time to go either. Like
so
back then.
Okay.
No.
So you were too busy. I know, because you're a busy guy.
Yeah.
He would release his compilation album The Singles in 2011, as well as his mixtape Avicii Presents Strictly Miami. Avicii would go on to collaborate with the likes of Kate Ryan, Leona Lewis, Eric Turner, Lenny Kravitz, and Nicky Romero. Avicii was now playing major events including Coachella and Tomorrowland. He even played at the 2012 Ultra Music Festival in Miami with Madonna, before going on to work with her in the studio on songs like Girls Gone Wild and Devil Pray. But his sudden rise to international stardom was not without its drawbacks. The combination of pressure and partying led to an alcohol dependency. He stated, "You're traveling around, you live in a suitcase, you get to this place, there's free alcohol everywhere, and it's sort of weird if you don't drink. I just got into a habit because you rely on that encouragement and self-confidence you get from alcohol." In 2012, Avicii was hospitalized in New York City with acute pancreatitis, a condition brought on by his excessive drinking. He would go on to pledge to stop drinking but struggled to stay sober. Sadly, his struggles with alcohol and his health, well, they would continue to plague him for the years to come. In 2013, Avicii released the biggest song of his career, Wake Me Up. The song hit #4 on the US charts and was certified platinum 6 times over by RIAA. It also peaked at the top of the charts in Sweden, Australia, Austria, Belgium, France, Germany, Netherlands, Switzerland, and the UK. It would earn him a Billboard Music Award and served as the lead single for his debut studio album, True, which hit #5 on the Billboard 200, #2 on the UK chart, and #1 in both Australia and Sweden. The album went platinum and also featured songs like You Make Me, Addicted to You, Lay Me Down, and Hey Brother. In 2014, Avicii released his remixed album True Avicii by Avicii and his EP The Days/Nights. The EP featured 2 big hits, The Days, and you guessed it, The Nights. Also that year, Avicii would feature on the Wyclef song Divine Sorrow. But his health problems, they would re-emerge. Avicii ended up having to cancel a headline set at Ultra to make time for surgery. He had both his appendix and his gallbladder removed. In July of that year, Avicii told Rolling Stone that he had worked on 70 songs for his next album, stories including collaboration with Jon Bon Jovi, Serj Tankian of System of a Down, and Wyclef Jean. The album was released in October of 2015 and quickly became #1 in Sweden, with songs like Broken Arrows, Pure Grinding, For a Better Day, and Waiting for Love. In 2015, Forbes estimated Avicii's annual earnings to be at $19 million. At the height of his career, he was collecting nightly fees at $250,000 or more. In 2016, according to Inc. magazine, Avicii was the 6th fastest growing company in all of Europe. But at the same time, well, his health, it continued to decline, and in August of 2016, he performed his final live performance in Ibiza. While he would continue to record, he knew that his live show days were becoming too much. He would also later say of touring, "It was the best time of my life in a sense. It came with a price, lots of stress, a lot of anxiety for me, but it was the best journey of my life." Just a few months after retiring from live performances, he would make some serious changes behind the scenes. In December of 2016, he parted ways with his longtime manager, Arash Purnuri, as well as his record label PRMD. He then signed with Universal Music Sweden, with whom he was scheduled to release his next album in 2017. While the album is still yet to be released, 1/3 of it formed his 6-song EP, Avicii 01. Released in August of 2017, he said of the project, "I'm really excited to be back with music once again. It has been a long time since I've released anything and a long time since I was this excited over new music. My focus on this first EP of the album was to get a mix of new songs and old songs. Some that fans have been asking about and waiting for, mixed with brand new songs they haven't heard before. One single from that was Without You, featuring Sandro Cavazza, which would be a #1 hit in Sweden. There was also Lonely Together featuring Rita Ora." So in 2017, director Levin Tiskersheville, I'm trying my best here guys, well, he released a documentary about the artist called Avicii True Stories. Now Avicii passed away on April 20th, 2018 while on holidays in Muscat, Oman. While the precise cause of his death has not been reported at the time of this recording, Omani police have stated that following 2 autopsies, no evidence of foul play has been found. His parents and siblings have arrived in the country and will return with his body to his native Sweden. Over the weekend, thousands of his fans gathered in central Stockholm to pay tribute. Many of his fellow artists and collaborators also reached out on social media. On Instagram, his former manager posted a message that read, in part, "I don't even know what this feeling is called. You were my family, my brother, my friend, my ally, part of my heart. That's now gone. I've never experienced sadness like this. You were beautiful, you were raw talent, you were 1 in a billion. I can't stop thinking that if I was with you, I could have saved you somehow." Madonna took to Twitter to say, "So sad, so tragic. Goodbye, dear sweet Tim, gone too soon." Rita Ora tweeted, "I have no words. I remember how amazing it was to make Lonely together, and it felt like just yesterday we were talking. Condolences to Avicii's family, friends, and the fans who supported him. May he rest in peace. Gone too soon. I'm devastated, heartbroken." As for the rest of the story, well, it lives on in his music, because this is before they were gone. My name's Michael McCrudden and I was away for a couple days, so that is why my voice is a little husk. Also, the summer, it finally hit in here in Toronto, so that's why I'm getting a little sweaty. Obviously, this was a video so many of you guys requested, and I had to get it done. Sorry for the short delay. I hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, do feel free to leave your condolences for the departed and his loved ones, you know where. See you guys in another video. Boom.